Once upon a time, in a magnificent castle, lived a beautiful queen. In one winter, the queen gave birth to a lovely baby girl named Snow White. Unfortunately, shortly after, the queen fell seriously ill. With deep affection and reluctance, the queen departed from this world.
Snow White, you must believe that even if Mom is not by your side, I will protect you from heaven. May you be brave and strong, and may all goodness accompany you. I love you.
Under the old king's favor, Snow White grew up. She was very beautiful, just like her mother, beautiful and kind. At the same time, she was also the most beautiful woman in the country. But good times didn't last. One day, the old king remarried. The new queen was indeed very beautiful. Children, what do you think? However, this queen had a magic mirror, and inside the mirror, there was another person.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are fair, it's true. But Snow White's beauty shines brighter than you.
Snow White.
The queen's jealousy turns to rage as she plots to get rid of Snow White. One day, the queen's jealousy reaches its peak, and she orders her huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and dispose of her.
Kill Snow White.
The huntsman, torn between duty and compassion, cannot bring himself to harm Snow White.
Run, Snow White! Flee into the forest and never return.
Thank you, kind soul. Thank you for saving me.
Snow White could only continue walking deeper into the forest. Along the way, she seemed to hear her mother speaking to her.
Snow White, you must be brave and strong. I love you.
As she walked, night fell, and Snow White arrived at a small cottage. She knocked on the wooden door.
Oh, hello there. I'm Snow White. Might I stay with you for a while?
Wow. It's Snow White. Wow, welcome.
The dwarfs,
Come on in.
taken aback by her beauty and kindness, welcome her with open arms.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are indeed fair. But the beauty of Snow White, who dwells deep in the forest, shines brighter than yours.
Snow White isn't dead yet. This time, I'll go kill her myself.
The queen learns that Snow White is still alive and sets out to destroy her once and for all. Disguising herself as an old peddler woman, she tricks Snow White into eating a poisoned apple.
Here it is.
Try this delicious apple, my dear. It's sure to make you feel better.
Thank you for your apple.
The dwarfs return to find Snow White lying motionless. Heartbroken, they place her in a glass coffin and mourn her loss. But one day, a handsome prince arrives and kisses Snow White, breaking the curse.
Which country's princess is this? Is she asleep?
She is Snow White. She died.
What a pity. I'm about to become king, and if Snow White hadn't died, I would have definitely married her as my queen.
True love's kiss will awaken you, my dear.
The true love's kiss revived Snow White.
Thank you for saving me, my prince.
The queen, seeing her plans foiled, disappears into the darkness. With the power of love and friendship, Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after, while the wicked queen's envy turned to dust. Children, you need to know, through the story of Snow White, we have learned many important lessons. Firstly, kindness and friendliness are very important qualities. Snow White sets an example with her kindness and friendliness, teaching us to treat others well, respect them. Secondly, resilience and optimism are the keys to overcoming difficulties. Snow White faced many challenges, but she always maintained an optimistic and resilient attitude. This teaches us to stay courageous in the face of challenges and believe that everything will turn out fine. Additionally, we must learn to be cautious and vigilant. Snow White was trapped by a poisoned apple, reminding us to be cautious and not easily trust strangers or accept untested gifts. This is to protect our safety. The power of virtue is incredibly strong. Snow White was saved because of her virtue and kindness. This educates us that kindness, honesty, and courage can overcome all evil forces. Lastly, inner beauty is more important than outer beauty. Snow White's beauty lies not only in her appearance, but also in her kind and pure heart. This reminds us that true beauty comes from inner qualities and attitudes. So, children, have you remembered? Through the story of Snow White, we have learned about kindness, courage, optimism, caution, and tolerance. I hope you can be like Snow White, becoming outstanding little princes and princesses.
Thank you, Mom. I love you.